Hello everyone, Treecks here and welcome back to Gex Enter the Gecko. Last time we got started with the final stage in the second area after already clearing Frankensteinfeld and www.com.com. Still no fan of pronouncing that. And we got started with Mao Zedong, which is actually the third and final regular stage here in the second area. But in the meantime, we did already get both of the silver remotes in Mao Zedong, and therefore we've unlocked the second bonus of this area, which is called the Spy Who Loved Himself. A very selfish word pun on the spy who loved me. Let's go see what we have. Find the briefcases in time.
You don't chop, baby, yeah!
This is the first stage where we're actually going to play as a spy. Let's go infiltrate this base, and in the meantime collect 35 briefcases. If I need to be honest, I think this is one of my favorite bonuses to do in this entire game, even including the ones that are exclusive in the PlayStation version. Perhaps I will even show off the first one in this episode. We're around the time where the first bonus will actually unlock that is only present in the PlayStation version, so might actually start playing that for the first time in this episode. So far the only exclusive content we've seen in the PlayStation version was the opening cutscene, which is only present there. But there's actually a lot more. There's a couple of bonuses that are only present in that version. Unlike in the N64 version, because every single... Oh, be careful for the lasers on the walls here. But anyway, to finish that story, there's actually no bonuses in the N64 version that are only in the N64 version. When it comes to exclusive bonuses, those we can only find in the PlayStation version. The only stage that is exclusive in the N64 version is the C-SPAN stage, the underwater stage, the Titanic one. All of the other version exclusive stages we can only find in the PlayStation version. So I think I'll get started with that today as well. Need to remind myself to actually stop this video at 15 minutes then. If something needs to be added at the end. But here we go. In the meantime, I've been able to collect all of the briefcases, or at least most of them. This is actually a stage where you don't have to get all of them. I'm pretty sure there's 5 extra in the stage. But now, let's go infiltrate this base fully. This door kind of gives away this is a res base. And our little lizard spy is going to infiltrate it. Okay, this looks like to be his lounge area. Where do we need to go? We only have 1 more minute, so we do need to hurry up. Ooh, there's a switch behind there. And this wall we can go behind. Ooh, awesome! Disco! And look at us! We got dressed appropriately in the meantime as well. Disco fever, disco fever.
Well, that's what I call getting some tail.
Now that's what I call getting some disco. Oh yeah, of course these platforms are spinning. Time is running out, so don't want to run the risk of losing because of that. Be careful. There we are. 10 seconds remaining. Plenty of time. Bonus Bonanza, the spy who loved himself, complete. Pretty fun to play around in, especially with the setting that is present here. So, that only leaves one more thing to do before Mooshoo pork becomes a thing here. There is still one more mission to do in Kung Fu Theater Part 1, Mao Zedong. And hopefully the Chinese are not going to ban this video because of the word pun that is in here. Let's cross the rocking pillars. Last time we went into this route a little bit already. But now we're going to continue in here. There's more than just collectibles this way. There's also a red remote to find. And since we have both of the silver ones already here, you don't have to worry about those. And that window needs to be smashed. It's my only purpose in life.
Howdy, sir.
Ow. I did not ask you to do that. This area actually continues over here. We can actually climb to this wall. And be careful for the gauntlets here. These are still pretty easy to avoid, but be prepared to actually find more of them later on. Oh, and also be careful for these kind of bridges. As you can see, if we step on them, they will actually plummet for a moment. But they do reform. Also, remember those. We'll be seeing more of those later on as well. Next new room. Here we find a gong. Pillars will start rising. Well, the mission does involve pillars, so also here apparently. Moving on up. I got hit, so I can actually swallow this bug. And you are going to miss me.
Is this the year of the Gecko?
What do we have here? I'm pretty sure this is another room where a lot of these ninjas will actually spawn. Oh, it's only 2 of them. Come on, we did 4 of them last time. Oh, here's 2 more. Oh, no, it's 3 of them this time. Bam! Nothing more satisfying than killing multiple ninjas with the same attack. No matter if it is 2, 3 or 4 at the same time, they are going down with the same attack. Gong. But I'm pretty sure there's another one. Well, if you seek water, go to the C-SPAN stage. There's plenty there. Okay, on the other side is another gong, and hitting both of them will reveal the secret in the wall. Another one of these platforms we can cling on to. But unlike the last one, which simply turned around, this one will launch us to the other side of the room. You look awesome on there, Gex, with your cute little gecko pose. And here we find the famed rocking pillars that the mission actually talked about. First we need to get on top of here.
Come on, Jake.
I seem close to a 1-up, so allow me to actually grab one. If I'm that close, might as well go all the way for that extra 1-up. There we are. And now it's platforming time. It remains a 3D platformer after all. Moving pillars. And therefore not per se easy. Case in point. Attempt number 2. Camera, help.
I'll beat this level, but in an hour I'll be hungry for another.
3. 4. Barely, but still. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10.
Licking that way to the top.
Kung Fu Theater Part 1 completed. That clears off Area 2. With the exception of one thing, of course. Just like with Area 1, we finish off with a boss stage. We've seen him unlock while we were still in Area 1. We've seen him... Camera, come on! I'm getting annoying now. There we are. But anyway, we saw him driving a train cart in one of the bonus stages. That too. But now we're taking on Mooshoo Pork. Throw the switch. Okay, gotta love this guy's laugh in all honesty. But this is the deal with him. As you can see, he's kind of a cow/pig hybrid. Which is weird. And we need to throw this switch. So we can hit him. We need to lure him to the southern end of the room. You can do that by just staying close to him. He will always start running towards you. And when he's away, we can get a chance to hit the switch ourselves. Because as you can see, if we stay far enough away from him, he will stay around there and actually hit the switch himself. Creating some electrical attacks. We need to get close to him. And then he will get tempted to chase the little lizard. And if we're quick enough, we can get here before he returns and we can hit the switch. For the final hit, the gratings will actually pop open, as you can see. Making it a little bit more difficult. But still not impossible. He moves quite fast, but still. We are faster. Sir, you are gone. Give me golden remote number 6. Mooshoo pork. And therefore, area 2 has been completed. And beating him will obviously open up the second of the 3 gates that were actually closing off this area. The other one was already open. For that we needed 14 red remotes. Really, the camera hates me in this game, I swear. However, the question remains, which one are we going to do first? The 14 remotes gate actually opened first. However, the question is, are you supposed to go here first? Or is it indeed the Mooshoo pork gate that we need to do first? Which is actually this one over here, behind the spy who loved himself. In order to answer that question, allow me to actually check out the stats screen. Because here the levels are actually in order. And we can find out the next stage is the Umpire Strikes Out. And no, that is not a baseball stage. But that does give away that this area, the gate that actually opens up after Mooshoo pork is defeated, is officially considered area 3. Because I know the Umpire Strikes Out is actually situated right over here. However, it is of course not the only stage here. A couple of new themes actually get introduced here. Here we can find the prehistory channel, Pangea 90210. That is so much better than Beverly Hills. However, the prehistory is not the only thing. We can also find the return of Toon TV. Fine tuning is the second stage in that. But looking at our stat screen, this is what is up first. The science fiction theme of this game is the Rocket channel, and the Umpire Strikes Out is up first. Like I said, not a baseball pun, it's a pun on Star Wars, obviously. Another 2 mission stage, Ride the Rocket, is up first. Let's get started with one of the more awesome themes in this game.
Has anyone seen Fox Mulder's sister?
No, I have not seen her, so I'm not going to care. As you can see at the right of the screen, this stage actually comes with something special. There is a gimmick here. We are starting off in an air station, as you can see. And that is not for nothing. Put down the lightsaber, please. As you can see, if we're just walking around in the vacuum of space, we will lose air. The meter to the right is actually an air meter, which we can refill by using these air stations. Still think it's weird that in a stage like C-SPAN, which was underwater, we don't have an air meter, but here we do. But it does make the stage very complicated to actually traverse. When it just comes to general exploring, I think Rocket Channel is, because of that reason, by far the hardest theme to actually work with in this game. Sometimes you can actually also find these crates containing some air, but do be careful, those are a one-time deal. The moment you pick those up, they are gone forever. At least until you reset the room by dying for once. Let's see where we need to go. The first silver remotes we can actually find here as well, I'm pretty sure. You can see that island over there, with the construction on top of it. If we actually bother to go here, we can find there's an alien in a spaceship behind it.
Alright, boys.
And this guy we can actually ride. And ride him down. Taking us to a hidden area. Here we can luckily find some air. Otherwise we would have had a problem. Yeah, and like I said, this is indeed where the silver remote is. And I have a gun pointed on my head. Let's not stay around here for too long. And we spawn back at the beginning of the stage. Interesting. Now let's continue on with the mission. We're riding a rocket after all.
There's a gecko on my tail. R2, see what you can do with it.
Okay. Well, Luke, if you've got a gecko on your tail, then you should not be doing something about it. Only if you've got TIE fighters on you. And as far as I know, there are no Gecko-type species in the Empire, so... Or must I say Umpire in this case? Because remember, the Umpire strikes out. Although I would love to see a Gecko in a Stormtrooper outfit, now that I think about it. Looking at how Gex looks in his spacesuit. It does look awesome. A lizard in a spacesuit. But here we are.
Scotty, beam me into an Ivy League sorority house.
Oh, and now we're referencing Star Trek again. You always need to be careful when it comes to Star Trek and Star Wars around nerds like me. Never mix the two up. But besides that, we have reached our rocket. Let's go cling onto it. And let's ride it. Not that I want to, but I'm listening to the mission. This does not look like something you would do for fun. Okay, welcome to the Death Star, everyone. Whenever entering shafts like this and lasers flying by, there's only one thing you can think of. A New Hope.
Alright, boys. Phasers, I'm stunned.
Yeah, I wish I had phasers.
Sure, baby, yeah.
Oh, no, 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 no. Go away, go away. Air sucker, air sucker. Yeah, be careful with these guys. As you can see, they do give you some air if you actually hit them, but they can also hit you. Sucking you out of your air. And pretty quickly even, so they definitely are dangerous. This is where we need to go. Down here. No. Don't shoot me. I thought the phasers needed to be on stun. Let me lightsaber you. Jedi Gex does it again. And I didn't need a phaser to help me. Lightsaber was enough. What was I just saying about not mixing Star Wars and Star Trek up? But anyway, I'm having way too much fun with science fiction here. If it isn't obvious, that is my favorite theming. And luckily, we're not even done with that yet. However, we are done with it for today, because I did promise I would actually show off the first bonus that is exclusive to the PlayStation version. I'm not exactly sure when it officially unlocks. But I think I'll just put it in this episode anyway. Might be that I'm 1, 2 or 3 silver remotes off. But at this point, there should be an exclusive bonus stage. It actually unlocks in this area, the third area. That's the reason why I want to cover it now. Only on the PlayStation version. It is called We Got the Reruns, and is something you cannot find on the N64 version. So for the first time we are going to say goodbye and switch to the different version and see what that bonus is that you're going to miss out on if you're playing on the N64. See you folks in a minute. Okay, here it is. I was indeed correct, I was a little bit off. I actually needed some silver remotes from the next stage as well. From the first Toon TV, so it might not be entirely in place, this bonus, but still, I already promised I would input it in episode 6. I Got the Reruns is actually the first PlayStation bonus stage that you're only going to find on the PlayStation version. Let's cover it now. Find the items in the given time.
Compared to Caroline and the city, this place ain't that bad.
This is actually the first instance of Resopolis, which is pretty much the final theming in this game, but this bonus already makes use of it. The ultimate Res TV theming, you might say. And we're collecting 99 television sets. At least the definition of a television set back in the 90s. Now remember when we were still playing video games on these things. How times have changed. Really love the music for Resopolis, which is by far my favorite music in this game. Which also plays on the background here, because officially, even though it is a bonus stage, it is still Resopolis, this area. Something when it comes to the regular stages we're not going to meet for a long time. Buckle up. Okay. Minecart! Luckily it goes automatically, you don't have to do anything. Nor won't you find any television sets, but still, it's pretty fun to do.
Need it, need it, need it.
Hopefully I do have enough time, because Collecting 99 of them is quite a lot. But all of them are pretty close together, so collecting them does go quickly.
Ladies and gentlemen, the new fall TV season.
And unlike the previous two bonuses we did on the N64 version, this one is pretty linear, so I should be hopefully able to do this one first try. Next minecart section. Whee! Ah, is it over already? You could have done more with that, Crystal Dynamics, come on. Okay, final 10.
Compared to Caroline in the city, this place.
There's a lot of endless pits in the stage. It's pretty much the only thing that actually makes it challenging, I feel. Other than that, it's pretty easy to get everything, as you can see.
It's tail time!
And now it's a matter of getting the golden remote, which is pretty easy in this case. We just do pretty fast, but other than that, pretty boring minecart ride. And here it is.
That's what I
And when playing on the PlayStation version, by this point, that should give you the 7th golden remote. 4 from bonuses from Area 1 and 2, the 2 bosses, and the first bonus of Area 3. There's still another one, but I'm pretty sure that one actually does appear in the N64 version. So when it comes to covering the PlayStation version, this is going to be it for now. We'll be returning later when the next PlayStation exclusive bonus comes up, and even the first PlayStation exclusive stage. But that is not going to be a thing until Area 4. In the meantime, I'd like to bid you farewell and see you next time. Let's fall and Treecks out!